That's right. Yeah. When I lost my motherfucking soul, yeah. When I lost my motherfucking soul. My motherfucking wings. Do another shot of gin, I'm serving that lead in the crowd. I am everything, including the birds and the bees and the cows. You a horse with no name, you work for police in the town. I'm in the middle in between, surfing the streets in the clouds, searching the deep like an owl. On the edge of a tree branch, hanging all day, waiting just to strike until your homie get a deep cramp. Go get my peace pipe, or just roll up a blunt, like this is the weekend. Sending messages through the air, fuck your mail, I don't really need snaps, yeah. Going back to the beginning, it's time for a reset, yeah. You ever had to get your hands dirty and your feet wet, yeah. Yeah, I'ma just tell you the real child. You was the shit back in high school, but when you grew up, you start popping up pills now. Close to be reaching the top of the mountain, but you're just going down hills now. Better in the meadow, ain't talking about medals, I'm talking about shit in the fields. Nigga, this chill. Before I have you laid to rest, no, you can't escape the west. That's to the right and eight to left. The only thing remaining is death. Just wanna let you know that you might just end up losing your mind. I know where else to go, your spirit circling the Uriel. Finding your area code when it's hotter to the truly cold. You need somebody to hold until you know that you need losing your. You are believing in Charles, but your soul is something you should know. Like it's like water that flows, and that space you open through the flow. In the esoteric rap, Uriel got caught in the hobby. A few ages and eons, I done got caught in the body. Life is like a restaurant, but you got lost in the lobby. Eating the wrong food, but thought no matter that cost to be costly. Losing an arm and a leg. Now you looking like you handicapped. Make me turn into an idiot, give us so if I gave you some hand it back. I would turn into an animaniac. But don't ever look at a cartoon. Angels created the organ by plan, the organ of plan, the heart too. This is the western hemisphere, right side of earth, you could call it the heart too. Venus is going to Venus and causing destruction and going to Mars too. I just be flying, I be in the sky, I'm the pilot, I'm doing what stars do. After the game I ain't playing no easy, believe me, I put it on hard too, yeah. Baby, I never with Planet X, plus I am hard dude, yeah. No R2 and D2 is Dolo, and D2 and R2, yeah. I don't need technology, still I can see every prayer. Created the eyeball itself, Dolo can see everywhere, fly bombs. Just wanna let you know that you might just end up losing your mind. I know where else to go, your spirit circles in the Uriel. Like your area code, when it's hotter to the truly cold. You need somebody to hold until you know that you be losing your mind. You are believing in trolls, but your soul is something you should know. Like it's like water that flows, so that space you open through the flow.
Other than that, when I lost my, I ain't never lose my soul. I ain't never gonna land my plane. But once upon a time, you get lost in shapes and forms and circumstances, then you lose yourself, your observations point of view. That's your soul. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself. Now, what we get ready to get into, we gonna raise everybody up to help you understand even the position of the medicine man. How to get there. Oh, it's how to get there. It's all about how to get places. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how to get there. Now, a lot of y'all may not even know what this is. It's technically me. What you've been getting on my channel, getting that spiritual healing, getting away from that esoteric trap house, being an esoteric crackhead, because you can't get out of that esoteric drug that, you know, you think when you take a hit, you got small portions of your life of protection from vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Not being exposed to your lies. Not someone looking at you like you should be doing this, but you steady doing that kind of quality. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But when you raise yourself as an adult spirit, you know, and you become that esoteric medicine, you're in the holy, holies, and the holy ones is giving you the messages of the essence of how the medicine gets derived. When it comes into the holy holy, you get to see the meaning that motivates you. Then that blood, that mental blood, bends in and become adrenaline to the holy, you. And you get to see even qualities others can't see in nature that can be medicinal, that can help them physically and first and foremost mentally. And when the first and foremost is there mentally, 9 times out of 10 doesn't even lead to any harm physically. So you don't even need help physically after the fact. But we got you in that too. You know, a lot of the shadow government used to utilize that and look at us like we were charlatans and stuff like that. But for the most part, they know that this is good food for thought. And they know they have no business looking at certain circumstances like that, you know. So when it comes to just raising yourself up, a lot of times, this is where they even took the Melchizedek energy from. Because with the Masonic practices, it's having no lineage. That means you have no father, you have no one that's teaching you the Masonic practices, native cause plan, and you have no mother, aka you have no lodge you are a part of. Yet you are king to the symbols, you are king to the ideology, you are king to the philosophy and the practices. But you have no father, you have no mother, you have nobody who taught you, initiated you, and raised you, or you have no mother lodge that you're a part of. So that's what they're talking about based off native cause plan, what the Native Americans is actually doing. So you got to keep that in mind too. But when it comes to becoming a medicine man and raising yourself up, mother is motherland, the nature. And then you go find auntie and uncle and things of that nature. Then once you become an adult, you could become father madam, aka you become grandma. So if you are the chief, you dress up like grandma, or you get dressed like that, but you are a masculine quality because you are the chief that harvest or harness the actual motherland. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Aquarius. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So since you are the one that know how to do it without going in moderation, without doing things out of moderation and shit like that, for the most part, you will be in a position where you are in control over the harvest of the land. Because you raised yourself up from mama, right? Holy. Then holy found mama in the land, attracted the most attention, was the most creative, found the most qualities, the medicinal qualities also in that training, and then you became grandma, aka the practitioner for that. So anyone else who needs some spiritual or physical healing, but have access to these same things, but may not know how to do these things, so their level of compromising may be compromised, and they may not know how to do things within moderation, and the very same thing that we love can destroy us. So even when it comes to bad traits, if it's overdone, something good can become bad. So for the most part, you get raised up to the holy, and you're able to see that quality, the medicinal quality, before it get manifested as a motivation or an emotion or a thought, aka transition to the holy, and then once it go to the holy, the one holy, then that's you being a single representation of that. So being a medicine man will be an individual who has the eagle eye, one who can see what another can't see. You see what I'm saying? And then that will be you even understanding the essence of how the sun moves. And if the sun is a concept that comes from the essence of seeing, water, and that sea is everybody, it has the ability for every micro version of people seeing, no matter if it's intuition, you're blind, or even your eyeballs you develop from the mind and crown chakra and developed as these organs, right? Everybody micro is able to see that from their own geographical location and perspective. This is how the Native American is. Remember when I be saying how I can answer all y'all prayers? I'm basically talking about this. This would be in my mind. So you can even go back to my video 10, 15 years ago about sun gazing and stuff. This is what I'm talking about. That specific video right there and all this other stuff where you're just closing your eyes and you're emanating the conscious waters. That's the teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody's solar plexus together. Everybody's see together, even if they know how to get to that spot of creating that essence or not. And then if you know how that move, the makeup of it before the movement of it, you understand the sentiment. So now you're understanding the development of the essence. Then you get to what everybody else may be lost in. The mother, the astrology, they think is astronomy, but the astrology version of it, the holy, the second one, what it mean to you, and then observation, and then anatomy, how it's reacting to you physically and things of that nature, and the things that you go out and do during the 4 seasons of the emanations of the 4 worlds. So for the most part, when you understand the essence of it, then you can understand the characteristics of it, and then you can play out the expression of it on earth, and then that's when you become the sun, and you can name yourself whatever animal or whatever thing in nature that's being most preserved or sought out for during that particular time. And then when you go out and know how to hunt it or harvest it, or come up with the meaning and the story of it the best, and things of that nature, then we take the symbolisms and put it on the clothing and things of that nature, because you represent that. And it's also a symbolism of you are raising yourself up faster than others when we're on this situation of picking tribe and the mother, based upon stationary in the tribes and things of that nature, and who's going to be picked based upon being ready, because she's the holy representation of the holy holy. When you go out there and know how to fend for it and bring it back to mama holy, you know how to go get the corn, bean, and squash, right? So you went to the holy holy. So the holy, your actual mother you came out of, you will be the one that's picked. And during your travels, before you become an elder, you become the holy, 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 which will be in the seat of the medicine man during this particular time, which will be, suiting the next chief or the chief itself, because these are two different roles. And this has a conduct as an order when we start to raise up the war chief. So it'd be the war chief, the chief, and then the medicine man. The medicine man will be the white man concept of the philosopher, right? Or let's look at it like John D. and Edward Kelly when they were summoning me, Archangel Uriel, and they mind, aka just coming to the Western world and learning the Native American ways. But for the most part, here's the thing. Let's say Edward Kelly will be the astrologer, or Edward Kelly, or the other one will be the astronomer. You know what I'm saying? Then motherfucking hold on, what was their names again? I just said they motherfucking names. I forgot they motherfucking names that fast and shit like that, because they ain't nobody to remember anyway. Where that damn book at? John D. Yeah, Edward Kelly and John D. Whatever the case, right? So Edward Kelly would be the astrologer, John D. would be the astronomer, right? And whoever that was, like making them go on missions and things of that nature, would be like the medicine man or the medicine woman, because at that time I think it was Queen Elizabeth, or however the case may be, and they was being the astronomer and astrologer. So the dude that was doing the necromancy and shit like that was Edward Kelly. So you could like chalk him up to be the astrologer or the mystic. Then John D, you kind of chalk him up as the astronomer, the businessman, the pilgrim, bucket hat spaceship man, or something like that, or the Mason man, and the one that's about money and about timing. So it's more about astronomy and things of that nature. But both of these things is a quality, but putting them together. Then the third is just showing you how the white man take a lot of the Native American concepts and things of that nature and duplicate it for themselves. That really just leads to money somewhere and shit like that. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna tell you that. Ain't nothing wrong with no money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But look, other than that, just getting into that quality, you're able to have the eagle eye, aka you're able to see what others can't see. So for the most part, when it comes into the holy, you're understanding the spirit of the actual bird or the eagle within nature, lower nature, mother nature. Then you reach to your higher nature, holy, holy, to get raised up by mother and father, sun and moon, right? Then you understand the characteristics of that expression of a bird. You understand the characteristics. So even when the bird ain't around anymore, you can kind of make up something in your mind, and even where you're wrong, you can still be right somewhere down the line, aka when you're not around a bird, a bird got wings, so a bird gonna be flying somewhere, and you may suggest in your mind, make up a story how the bird is flying to the nest and how it got some morality based upon the characteristics that you could do in your human body, right? But at the same time, where you may be wrong at is the bird may not went to the nest at that time, but somewhere down the line, you're right, a bird could fly and a bird goes to nest. So you see what I'm saying? Then you get into that aspect, right, where it's more right brain, or it's more internal, more vague, but more entwined with, if you want to single it and square it out and make sense out of it, you will have more of that concept wrapped around your finger than someone who's just totally lost into the physical and just saying, oh, that's just a bird, and can't learn nothing out of life from it. You see what I'm saying? Then you go from looking at the actual ego expression, thinking about or observing the characteristics of it, even when the bird ain't around, right? Character. Then you could go to the sentiment. Therefore, this brings you into the even feather concept, the symbolism behind why Native Americans wear feathers and stuff. It represents, just like how Masons took it, and they might got symbols to represent them being more light in the heart or more light emotionally or something like that. But for the most case, You don't want to be in a spiritual space where you're developing hardship or a lot of resentment or stress to the point that the world become heavy through your lens. So you want the world to become light through your lens. And that's the essence from the holy, 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 how it produces as the atmosphere and the actual sunlight when it comes to the holy, holy, and then how it reach you and you being a micro emanation of that in your own holy, aka you are a walking emanation of light. That's condensed. So you see what I'm saying? You get in the mind frame now. You know what I'm saying? How to raise yourself up. So you can really start understanding even how other people and other ethnicities are playing a bigger game than you are. When you may be somewhere arguing about hip hop and someone playing a bigger game at it. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a essence, there's hip hop just the holy, then let's go to the holy, holy. There's a characteristics beyond everybody who do hip hop where multiple things could come from, like just music in general, that a motherfucker need to start paying attention to, then become into the holy, 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 grow up in that world to the point that you own a substantiated circumstance or foundation within that whole program. So it don't matter who do music back to the holy, holy, and then holy, and then down to the holy individuals with background. You got a system that can be a mass production or manufacturing for that. See what I'm saying? So you become the father there, and you birth a nation there from the broadest perspective. Then it has meaning to it based upon, a lot of times it gets subjective. That's why you do need a brotherhood and a sisterhood when it comes down to the holy, holy. Then you play these things out in the holy. And a lot of times this is where the Mormons be talking about their concept of God, the heavens, then the other world is sipping through. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got a similar concept just from that nature. But you can tell when a lot of cultural practice has been plagiarized also when you start to dive into these things deeply. You see what I'm saying? But we all be trying to find a sense of awe. So don't ever get that fucked up. Just how all ethnicities go about it, slightly different. And some may try to use the all for themselves. Not the all for all, where all is one, one for all. So this is where that unfair energy come from. This is where that manipulation energy come from, ruler authorityship and things of that nature. But at the same, and this is none of the reasons why the natives, why we got destroyed, because we didn't want to participate to the full capacity of foreign exchange. And this was something that the white man, Britakana man, the Spangler man, the Arab man, the China man is involved in already. And the white man was trying to build a new nation over here. Anytime you make a mutt and you try to fill them up with your ideology, that's you making a nation out of a indigenous group. And then for the most part, the white man tried to do that with the Native Americans. We just didn't do it. We didn't do it the way how Arab man chalked up the rest of the ethnicities in Africa along with China man and the white man. So white man got together with China man, Arab man, and the rest of the white man and start fighting over this land and left us out because we didn't want to participate in that bargain and exchange. But the closest we was going to get to it was the Iroquois Confederation. That was the closest we was going to get to it. Because we could have did it. It's just everything that everybody else is doing is stuff we just rather did amongst ourselves on our territory, from the Great Lakes to the Great Plains, and let us spread out and figure each other out ourselves type shit. You know what I'm saying? China man, Arab man, and white man kind of started this type shit though. They caught on to the bargain and exchange, foreign exchange shit. They got rooted into that. So when it comes to you wanting to have a monarchy and you wanting to start a nation, that's where y'all getting this knowledge of three phenotype shit from. It don't mean there's only three phenotypes in the world. It's the white man scholarship of the three main individual ethnicities that wanted to start a monarchy. You get it? So if it's saying a Mongoloid, it's just saying the first group or one individual that started a group of the Chinaman that wanted to start fucking and create a new nation over another ethnicity in their own. So anyone who was hard like that, in the white man's mind, it was only four. Them, Arab, Chinaman, and a Native American. since the Native American Indian didn't want to participate, they X'd us out. So we become the hidden pillar. We become Gnostic. We become Archangel Uriel. We become the famine horse. We become the stars and night that Mother Mary took over. We become Mary had a little lamb. We become the animal, the chariots, the engines that everybody riding and stuff, and everybody cosplaying our culture. And then we getting our shit eradicated and shit because we didn't want to participate. That's what's actually what it is. See what I'm saying? So for the most part, it's just those three pillars right now that you only see all these wars was about. But what you see is the white man always get a little bit more crafty than the China man and the Arab man with their way of creating new like colonizing concept and things of that nature. The Europe man get a little intelligent in a way that he know how to make people ethnicities go against each other for him. That's his little talent. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a hard time with the Chinaman and Arab man, but it's still all about business. The native didn't want to do that at all. So they basically crushed us in. From the Spanglers all the way from the Great Plains area and the West Coast and California and stuff. And used Mexicans and stuff to do it. And then from the Great Lakes and stuff like that, they used Britain and stuff like that. And France and shit. I mean, Dutch and shit like that to crush in the Northeast and the Southeast Native Americans. From Florida to the East Coast. The Iroquois, the Catawba. You know what I'm saying? And then takes us to the northern plains. I mean, the North Plains get ready to go to the Great Plains. They took over the Lakotas and stuff like that. And then they had a little harder time once they start to crush us in the Great Plains area, because based upon it being a great, and this what they're writing in the Bible that people mistake. It's Masons trying to make the world flat, but when you hear about an old world used to say the world was flat and people try to blame it on Native Americans, no, we're just talking about the area of the four corners and the Great Plains. That's just talking about Arizona, Colorado. It's just where the plain from the Great Lakes flush in and settle and then become a landmass. So we're just talking about down there by Arizona, Colorado. We're not talking about the world flat. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all getting the white man knowledge messed up. You see what I'm saying? Where the white man is learning from us and y'all don't know what the white man was going through to separate shit. White man went through certain different things when it comes to the East Coast and the West Coast before they crushed in the whole, what we call now 50 states of America. It was just full of Native Americans and tribes and us trying to get together on ourselves. So once they get more to the Great Plains and shit like that, it's more about guerrilla warfare because it's more spread it out and shit like that. It's hotter and you got more hostile Native Americans. So now you're dealing with Comanche, Apache shit and things of that nature, Navajo and all that motherfucker shit and things of that. So you dealing with guerrilla warfare where even if you is buying property, that don't mean motherfuckers just ain't about to pop out of nowhere and hit you upside the head with an arrow. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit more structured and formulated on the East Coast, like from Ohio, Philadelphia. We was a little bit more. They used to call us this area more of how they did things in Europe and things of that nature, based upon how. But we was all the same from the Great Lakes to the Great Plains. You know what I'm saying? It was based off necessity. Think about how cold New York get, Ohio get, and all this type of shit and things of that nature, right? Pennsylvania, based off that mental template, was like longhouses and the way of thinking of the tribalism, what made it slightly different. We still all with the Great Spirit, but just the living conditions make it slightly different and things of that nature as far as how we conduct ourselves as a group. So, you know, just based upon it being cold more, the ideology of conducting yourself off the Great Spirit and the tree and the knowledge of things of that nature, you know, is what built the Haudenosaunee and shit like that to bring together the 6 to the 7 nations and shit like that. That what y'all calling the 7 stars in the sky is really the 7 stars that the white man in Europe was looking at like we got to go destroy them. So they're talking about Native Americans. You see what I'm saying? This was like bullseye things, targets to them to take over the land because they're not being. They don't want to go with our ways or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why America is stars and stripes. Stars because it's Native American spirituality, and stripes, European shit. So when you see they flag, it's just stripes. them trying to take over the four corners of the world. And when they blend it in with the stars, it's just them blowing up Native Americans because we believe in the sky. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like, or the atmosphere and shit. So that's the stages of America and the flag. The flag is truly racist if you really want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But at a time, it was us trying to be united. So don't get lost what the term United States mean. It means Europeans uniting with the Native Americans. So we're going to unite the states, but we're about to buy this shit though. You know what I'm saying? That's where it come from. So this is where the peace treaties become to an existence and all kind of other shit. But when it comes to just the medicine man, right? This is an individual that raised themselves up that didn't necessarily need no help, and a lot of times not even their parents and things of that nature or the tribe. You already are sensitive to the senses. You already have the keen eye. So you already have the eye of the ego. So you're thanks so much for the Cash App. I appreciate that for the bottom art. So you already have the eye of the ego. So you can see what another can't see. Now, here's where it may get spooky. Because when you start to describe that to someone, let's say we're going through a situation. And before I get you out the situation, I'm breaking down something that you may, in my mind, I'm looking at it like you're too distracted to see. In your mind, you're looking at it, why am I worried about things that don't matter? So let's say we're going to a house party. You is going there truly based upon what's motivating you and what you desire. Let's say I got the keen eye to see certain events that lead to something that me or you may not want to be involved in. Your distraction is going to lead you into not even seeing that, and you only can see what you want out of the situation, which is what's motivating you to go in the first place. Me, I'm not necessarily having a motivation to go there because nothing outside of me motivates me like that. But if I choose to do, it's going to be for other purposes, and I know how to enjoy myself. So we in two different spaces going to the same circumstance. Now, it might be something where someone bumped into someone else or whatever. We're gonna make it simple. Someone bumped into someone, right? And they don't have nothing to do with us. They there on their own volition. They here on their own volition at the house party. You might not care anything about that because you're there just to get dances or to turn up, or if you want to get on an open mic or whatever the case may be, right? Let's say I start talking about, hey, this dude facial expression looked like a school shooter, and he just got his new Nike Air Force One stepped on and stuff and things, and I kind of peeped that out. You gonna be looking at me like, fuck you worry about them for, or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to go to this, I'm trying to party, you gonna be sounding like DMX and Belly or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Right? Now, let's say I force you, because I'm spiritually strong. I might even make up something so it don't even seem like I'm playing out a perception that I know you lost in from the Washy Who world, and you watch too many movies, so you might make up something like I'm scared about something. But yet I'm strong. I don't have them nervous feelings you got, and I'm strong enough to even make you do something, even if I gotta lie or even if I gotta do something, so I can know I can be at the end and be like I'm right about something. I got a whole different spiritual thing in my mind. Fuck what you talking about. I'm the spiritual adult at this moment. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all not in these positions. Why? And then y'all will have friends and stuff like that lead y'all into circumstances that you don't have to be in, and you knew better. But you got to be strong like the native. Now let's check it out. Now, I'll make up something like, hey, we got to go to the store. Now, I ain't trying to go to the store by myself or whatever the case may be. Like something that you know that you a part, just go with me, or if the store just around the corner or whatever the case may be. Right? Boom. Soon as we bounce, right? We up the street. Pow, pow, pow. Whole house party got shot up or whatever the case may be. And in your mind, you probably still distracted. You probably just think, oh, damn. Yeah, we just missed that. Oh, whatever. In my mind, I already knew the whole play, and I'm getting ready to like run down the whole story that you still may not deeply take. But little do you know, I saved your life. I had the eagle eye. I was the medicine man in that circumstance and situation. See what I'm saying? To make it simple. I see something you couldn't see, and I'm just breaking it down physically. But in my mind, it's the metaphysical that's not seen, even if I didn't have to see homeboy stepping on his shoes. There's another layer. You got to always be in the holy, holy, holy. For example, there could be a situation where we're at the party, but in the holy, holy, the vibe is different. So when it comes to the holy, what we just seeing in the physical, it it might be the same situation that play out where I see somebody step on their shoes, but it still might not make me worry. Like we gotta leave. The whole vibe itself don't allow me to encapsulate something in my mind that'll make me think the outcome will lead to shooting up, even if it's the same type of situation. So that's another holy. That'll be the layer of sometimes natives don't even care about describing to a person because that's the keen that you gotta already have. Because the things you're pulling together to make sense out of stuff ain't gonna make sense to out of a person in the physical all the time. So it's not even worth going down that dialogue unless you're getting ready to make some analogy, make an analogy to something, or that's what make people think you a storyteller or something, or wise. You're very wise even when you don't make sense or you're goofy at it. No, it's just the native looking at what you goofy about and coming in your way with some shit that could save your life because that was the only way that you could be came to. And if we even start talking like that, we know that you won't understand it. We just get weird to you or something like that. Because now it's like we break it down your mind, and the watching who mind don't like the mind being broken down, which that ain't even supposed to be something looked at like that. This is something we all supposed to be doing amongst each other, so we don't even be in these unhealthy ass situations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to presenting yourself and already having a natural keen eye, you're supposed to have people around you that boast that up. It's like if you have a talent, you have people around you that put you in positions so that to become more gold. Now, a lot of y'all may even have the keen eye in today's time, but based upon y'all religious practices, y'all spiritual systems, y'all family, y'all know nothing of this type of circumstance. So you're never in a position of someone to praise it or validate it for you to think whatever how you think is a good way of thinking, or that's the right way of thinking. You're never getting validated on these things. So you're going through life having a sense of something, but having to wait till you actually go through the experience, and especially a negative one, for you to realize that you was low-key right, but you didn't know where you was right at. So you're not even knowing where you can go to stop that from future situations, or to even look at it like it's a form of intelligence that you need to develop as far as a mental muscle. But these is things where, how you become a child, young adult, teenager, then an adult, and an older person, right? It's the same way how we're looking at it like that. As you're spiritually growing up, your mental metaphysic muscles become bigger. You know what I'm saying? They grow up with you. So your memory bank, or your ability to have memory. So it ain't about, I can remember everything. It's about you having an ability to know that you can obtain or create memories. So you have a feeling for a feeling. You have a memory for a memory. So you're never attaching to an actual memory. You're never attaching to an actual feeling. You just know the essence of these things. So when you see an actual feeling in the world, actual thought, you automatically know where it's coming from, because you're never in one of these things yourself. So you know where the essence, even if a person trying to make it persuade, try to lie about it, cover it up, make it look like something else, you know what it takes to make whatever that they're presenting. Whether it's the truth, lie, whatever the case may be, you know what space a spirit is in to even make that alchemy and chemistry, because everything is for a reason. So even when you pick up a vibe that a person is lying, whatever that they're doing to try to suit you, that comes from the space that they in the first place, to try to develop something around a lot. You know what I'm saying? When a person is just telling the truth, there's a certain space a person is in that it has the certain quality behind it that you can't be nowhere else but you being genuine about wherever you coming from, that what we end up calling the truth, even if you didn't know no better and what your truth was a lie. We know what space you in to know the genuine. So the equilibrium energy is the genuine, the holy. You always want to go to the holy. That's the equilibrium, the center path, the top of the tree. You know what I'm saying? Or the eagle's eye. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to go to the the Great Plains Eagle Eye, or the goddammit Great Lakes, top of the tree. But we are going to reach a high mountaintop internally and make the actual landmass have mountains. You know what I'm saying? The way, the Great Spirit taught us to do. Make atmospheres and environments. So, even in old ways of living and things of that nature, it ain't even really about being stationary just in one specific location, but being in this area. But the way we treat trash, if we're not burning it, we leave it up all the way to the feces and stuff to nature, leave there for 30 days, and then travel back. It'll be cleared up. God land clear it up and things of that nature. Right? So that was even our old trash and dumpster system. It was everything is entwined with nature and on nature's course. And nature shows it, how it does it. And just how we can even tell when it's going to rain, all kind of shit and things of that nature. Just being in tune with the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And when the atmosphere is not doing a certain cycle, how it usually does it, there's something else being created, or there's something else being forced, or there's something else being manipulated. So, you know, the spirit will attract me to go to the environment to see what's going on and things of that nature. And if it's something new, that might be new bug, new species, new fruit, you know what I'm saying? Or something to be obtained or perceived that wasn't perceived previously. If something being manipulated, there may be individuals that ain't supposed to be there, or things that's not supposed to be there, or something that have happened there, or whatever, like, or however the case may be, right? But these is the development of being entwined with certain areas, even if it's no structure there. Being entwined with certain spaces in the sky, even when it ain't no star there. So your idea becomes the twinkly star there. And this is how we raise up the young woman too. So when you have a child or the young females within a tribe, right, before they become an individual that can pick the chief and things of that nature, they get raised up young, 12, 13, and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff done with the as far as the clothing, the hair, and a lot of prayers, or a lot of sages and practices and stuff like that, as far as whatever idea that the, you know, going to become a young woman have on her mind, being a young girl. This is something that we fan. This is something that we prompt up. And the day she was born and the time that she's developing ideas beyond the day she was born becomes that star in the sky. And during those times, we practice and create ceremonies around that. So she become that chiefess when she become get ready to be stationed out, so she don't have to be a virgin after she become 21, which would be the sun cycle of the men, 18. And then therefore, that's when she get auctioned off and she can start a tribe. And then for the most part, when she start a tribe, right, then that's when she become chiefess, and first mother pick the chief, or things of that nature, that he go to another tribe and things of that nature if he's trying to build. But for the most part, this is what we're talking about as far as stars in the sky, like us, the nation, but we come from that. These is not places we're going. These is places we come from. So when the natives say we come from the east, we're talking about in the blue world, in the sky, condensing, landing on the west to be the indigenous people here in the Americas. So I'm saying we're not talking about you're going to a heaven. We're talking about making a heaven on earth, because we're God's children. We're the great spirit children. We're the holy ones. So we're talking about that. So what you point out, your idea, that's where you came from. So you need to be that representation down here. That's how we raise up the little girls and the chiefs, right? White man is inverting stuff based upon their negative sarcasm and saying you can go where you think you came from. And this is where they're creating their concept of sending people to heaven in the mind and physically, if you already lost there with the high spookism due to their fact of colonization and eugenics and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand templates and starting points and cultures, because your culture right now could be utilized and getting millions of dollars off of it and stuff like that, and everybody else teaching your culture but don't even know how to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a thing where other people created a business around taking other people's culture and getting rich off of it, and then the moment you do anything to get it back, you get sued about something. What do you think been happening to the Native Americans this whole time? No peace treaty have been solved. And then for the most part, all these cities is somebody bought it. So anytime we try to argue for it back, we got to go through that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Who bought it? This, all that. You know what I'm saying? The weirdo shit. But when it comes to these layers of reality, you know what I'm saying? It's your spirit, your space, your mind, your time, your body, your matter, right? So you matter. You need to know you matter, but you don't matter if you don't think you matter. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, you get treated like you don't matter. So you're not an adult spirit at that point, no matter your age. And you have to become an adult for you to be in a substantiated situation that, you know, you could be respected or responsible for making any decision that could be in the hands of yourself and others, and the outcome is dependent on it. You see what I'm saying? So these is qualities and representations and stuff that needs to be seen before any action or nation going to be built sufficiently, and the strongest person is going to be perceived as, you know, the weakest link. So the weakest link need to be strong. So this what I've been talking about, or this what I be talking about when these are starting points y'all have to be in if y'all want to stop bitching about shit that's dealing with nonsense. And at this point, it don't matter the ethnicity. Everybody could create a nation, and we all could just come together. And then anytime Auntie Kamala want to come out and create get a celebrity, we have a filtering system, and we put in enough back pockety work that the celebrity can't say that they don't see it, and they're gonna feel guilty if they don't add on to that trickle down system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or they get canceled, and we won't buy nothing else that they present, and we even make them getting checks by people like Kamala or these Ticketmaster corporations not even worth trying to buy them and or pay for them and stuff like that, because they're no longer going to have an audience for it. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get in some type of situation like that. And I've been starting it for the longest. But if that's not what y'all want to do, y'all got to chalk it up from y'all crying and bitching too. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. Because your crying and bitching only going to lead to y'all popping up on each other. Just like they did at Adam 22 and shit, like, oh, I said all this shit crazy. You see everybody, why everybody crashing out still? What's wrong with y'all? It's like so much shit I can talk about right now. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, because it's like, I don't know. This is crash out Olympics. Little crash out Olympics. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got damn Joe Budden. Oh, Jesus Christ. Benzino, Lord. Angel Reese. And here's the thing. Let's cut her some slack. Because this is what y'all don't understand. If you let any female get away with it, and she can make more money off her looks and her body, or just being a female, it won't be no female in no corporation or no business or no sport. Because that's the female way. If a female don't have to work, and she can shake a little ass or something like that, and still get what she want, and that what a man would think is lazy, but in a woman mind, it's what she think is her attraction, she will. So y'all can't be looking at her like, oh, she's supposed to be like this, or whatever white man way of training y'all, because white woman can't jiggle anyway. You know, it says you're a white woman, and you got jiggly energies and stuff like that, you special. You know what I'm saying? White man been creating hormone imbalances on y'all since the beginning of time. White man been actually creating genocide on their own woman. Now, how y'all don't understand that? If you ain't one of them old white woman or penguin, the ones that was shooting the rifles with them and stuff like that, you was getting genocide too, just because you couldn't jiggle and you couldn't ride cowgirl. Literally. Y'all not doing the right history. Y'all not doing the right history. White man don't give a fuck about shit. Key word, white man, white supremacy. That don't even include woman. Is y'all even doing history? Where do you think feminism came from? That came from a white woman, a liberal at that. Do y'all understand that? Is y'all retarded? White man don't give a fuck about shit, not even his own woman. The hell y'all think feminism came from? Lord Jesus Christ, it came from a white woman. The white man just think he an alien, that's it. White man don't care about humanity, nothing. He don't even think he got a dick. The white man try to detach from reality itself, that's it. He don't care about white woman, he don't care about no other ethnicity and stuff like that. And shit, if he could just fuck a monkey himself, he would. I'm just white man, he don't give a fuck about shit. But being an alien, that's it. If y'all ain't know no better. And what is aliens? Green. So if you know they belief now, money. That's it. To be an alien, you got to love money. That's it. That you can stay on a high hotel, mountaintop building in England, castle top or something like that, and feel like an alien. Put a bucket hat on. And that's it. I'm saying, y'all be making things over exaggerated and stuff, man. Y'all be losing life sometimes, man. It be simple stuff going on. Now, if you just get with the program, you might get a bucket hat to be your friend. See, and that's what y'all don't know. Y'all got to be more honest. They be writing a lot of stuff down. So they know when you bullshitting. They know when you just into something for money. You're just into something. They know when you really ain't got no fight in you, and if you do got a fight in you, it ain't for the right cause. Man, they know all this shit. They only like tough spirits. Trust me. A lot of the extremists people online, even like when y'all hear people like me, y'all would think it's extreme. Man, people at the high top and stuff like that, this the shit that make them chuckle. It's y'all that make them bored. The retarded people to make them sit around and be like, man, let's just get rid of everybody. You don't give them no challenge. When you start to run around in a little rat maze and you look like you know your way out, then that get them up a little bit. Oh, let's start having fun a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Then make you look like you're doing something successful so they can set you up and destroy you at like a different time. Like, oh, this is a new day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get there first. Y'all don't even get there. Like, well, y'all at least get there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got these cats bored right now. So all y'all see manifesting from that right now is trash movies, trash cartoons. That's it. Everybody bored right now. Ain't no strength. And America weak. We gotta get all these damn foreigners and all this goddamn shit to do some shit that we could have been doing. Y'all been bitching for the past 10 years. You know what I'm saying? If goddamn white man want to go and say we got the coldest psychologists, astrologers, and stuff like that, and metaphysics, they can, because they got me right now. Now, when it comes to other stuff, technology and all that type of stuff, man, all y'all should. I've been telling everybody, look, everybody should be in their own position. So when it comes to business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, we all come together. We some big representation or something like that. And then if y'all don't want to fight war or make America about war, we all be a team to make America about that. And since that's innovation, we make other geographical locations stop fighting war, because they're gonna look at it like, oh, this ain't hit no more. America is always the hit. And they doing something else. What is this to go to war about? Then we'll make everybody go to war on other shit. You know what I'm saying? Who cold is at this? Who could make the best Michelangelo pictures now again? Who could make the best type of movies again? Who could make the best type of movies about the culture and the background? That lets us know who most popping. Because the whole world only care about the culture from a specific geographical location. What happened to that? That's when it was fruitful. Everything was popping. Hood movies in America, karate movies in goddamn China, everything was popping at one time when that was the mission. This other shit ain't no innovation. This shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're too distracted with other shit we're trying to bring in. So the natural talent and gift and appreciating your culture, your background, your country ain't here no more. It's not there. So it's like it's phony. Everything getting phony. Where's your fight for your country? Where's your fight for your land? Even if the shit is chalked up right now. Don't bitch about it. You on the land now. Where's your creative fight? Where is your value? That war shit over. And then the natives got destroyed. We on some creative shit right now. What can you add? So even if you did want a new version of a reservation, do you look responsible enough to be able to, if the government want to be like, hey, well, this group of people you got, they look like they're morally strong enough to run a police over here. Okay, well, we'll fund you as long as you take care of that community. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all look like y'all getting the trash. It's like we not even trying. Like I don't get it. And I'm tired of talking like that for real though. Because it's like 10 years of nothing just for everybody to start sounding like it. And then let's do it. Motherfucker, let's do it. That should be what 2025 all about. You know what I'm saying? You got Trump up here talking about making America great again. Well, I'm a native. I want to make it native again. Let's bring that together. Let's all just be great. Let's show every goddamn it country what we about. We the coldest musically. We the coldest logically, scientifically, technology-wise and shit like that. We could throw the war concept completely out. That we know that's just gentrification. Europe got the whole game sold up. We know this right now. So let's pick something else right now on what countries is fighting over and we're the best at. So we can all get to this George Jetson level. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we in some bullshit. We too distracted with bullshit. Then when it comes to the shit that we need to be doing that look like it's innovative, it ain't. We not innovating nothing. I'm sitting up here trying to innovate even astrology, astronomy, metaphysics, math. Then even if we want to get into the building structures, bitch, I know how to build. If we want to say, oh, astrology ain't nothing real, oh, bitch, I'm the medicine man. If y'all even want to say that, bitch, I know good math and science and goddamn medical practices and healing and get your goddamn skin, hair, and nails together and shit like that and help your organs and shit with goddamn natural qualities. And if we want to mix white man vitamins and shit like that, bitch, I know how to practice all that motherfucking shit. I'll be damned if a motherfucker tell me I try and do this shit for my fucking self. Motherfucker, shit. I'm talking about shit like that. No, where goddamn it, we ain't got to see no shit made in China or made in something else. No, motherfucker, made in America. Come to America to learn it. Get on an American YouTube channel to learn it. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to be on that type shit. We dropping balls. No homo, pause. We can't keep dropping the ball and shit like that and letting Chinaman and all them, you know what I'm saying, be innovation. We somewhere waiting for PS6. They already got PlayStation 17. We got to stop that shit. They got to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Now, once upon a time when America was native, we was innovative, but everybody had their position. We was innovative on that spiritual shit, medicine practices. Europe was innovative on that metal shit, colonizing. China, they was innovative on that gunpowder shit and shit like that, and sharpening swords and shit like that. Arabs and shit, they was innovative on the motherfucker, whatever, being jihad and shit like that, explosions and shit like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, let's get back on game. What the fuck going on? All this soggy, wet cotton ball, knuckle cap energy, man. I'm tired of that shit. That's what that is. Soft, wet cotton ball, knuckle Captain America, Elon Musk energy. I mean, it's cool for certain things, but it ain't what we do, it's how we doing it. We doing it for bullshit right now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I should be getting online and one of the hardest, highest arguments is, should we ban TikTok or not? How many migrations we about to get rid of or not? Man, make them motherfucking slaves or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got the wrong idea about shit, man. I think the migrations built a goddamn building for goddamn $15 and put some philosopher like me in that motherfucker shit and let's make some new motherfucking lodges or some goddamn shit. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? The fuck going on? We in a new shift. Mine's got to be raised up a little different. Yeah, we need still school education. We need this type shit too, though. That blends it together. That make a person want to go back to school. That make a person... Y'all trying to get people into STEM. A person to listen to me and then want to do STEM. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not understanding. We got to bring this shit blended together or some goddamn shit. Or America finished. America's going to become China. China-ca. America get ready to become China-ca real fast. Watch. Flunk that ass damn Americans. America about to become China-ca. Because y'all flunky. Y'all flunky in the mind. Real flunky. Know what I'm saying? Somebody said, we got this. I hope not, goddamn it. We need some new damn lodges and some goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, people will be more distracted and busy with things that look... Because, matter of fact, I think reward systems need to be changed and shit like that. Can't be just strictly about money. It's about what can you do for money. What do you look like money first? You can't be out here crying for money. Feed me, feed me. I can't get jiggy with this shit, liberation. And you don't look like money. Do you look like I can put you into something that I know could duplicate? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look like money first. So first, we got to change reward system. The reward is how well you take care of your backyard and your neighborhood. How many people you know in your neighborhood? Do you know your next door neighbor and stuff like that? It's like these need to be new type of goals. You know what I'm saying? New type of concepts and structures and shit, like new reward systems. You know what I'm saying? And then once we get these new reward systems going on, and then we could go and see all these neighborhoods clean, all these things of that nature, like gangs doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then for the most part, then that raises it up another level in this motherfucker shit. Because then it'd be like everybody could create a manuscript about what we doing because it looked like it's worth something. You know what I'm saying? You can cry about something. You could be like, look, we've been doing this for this many months. We've been doing this for this many months and stuff. The police didn't have to come up on this block. The trash people barely had to pick up anything and stuff like that. Every time they come to this block, it look clean, new monument type shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to cry about at this moment. Y'all want to cry based upon some shit half of y'all ain't even go through. So y'all gotta find other people's history to pick. That look like it got something that's worth getting liberation from to try to cry about it and come up with some white man tactic. Debate, logic, city hall type shit to think the white man gonna give you some money about some shit that don't really even make sense. You ain't got nothing to get value for. You're supposed to be a whole little neighborhood. The homegirl across the street do pottery. Boom, you probably do the music. Boom, next door to both of y'all. Probably do the damn stitching the clothing together. Boom, other person probably know how to manufacture and probably know people on other blocks so they can do the networking. Boom, other person probably know how to fix cars. So you could tell everybody, don't go to this car lot, promote everybody to this car lot, and then make this person go raise other people, teach them how to switch transmissions and stuff like that. So boom, we're running a whole little, then the whole block looked like a value. Whole block looked like gold. No, I said like gold. White man come over here and look at this like, what this new foreign land going on? You know what I'm saying? White man gotta break bread. You know what I'm saying? The white man break bread like Jesus break bread. That's why they made that up. The white man break bread. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all wouldn't be crying. What y'all crying for then? The white man ain't paid y'all enough. That let you know a white man broke bread somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, that's how I gotta look. That's how the villages is raised right there. So even when a woman or ain't even around, or she's going out to work, or she's going out to bargain and exchange, she got somewhere where her kids are going to be at, and her kids ain't going to feel like they're somewhere foreign or no fucking daycare. The kids stay right in the damn village, right in that area and shit, while me and her go out in the world and go do the bargain exchange, go exchange some furs, you know what I'm saying, go exchange some shit and things of that nature to come back and bring the fruit back to mama land. You know what I'm saying? And that's it in this motherfucking shit. That's how y'all do it, though. Y'all flunky, though. Flunky. Get flunky. So we ain't got nothing to offer nobody else. But we in that same situation. We gotta wait till China man make something. We gotta wait till Arab man make something and to put it on our clothing tags and stuff like that. So we could be like, oh, I'm fly. I'm cold. You don't own shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fuck that, man. Natives don't get down like that. That's how we got destroyed in the first place. No, we got to make America native again, though. Trump, if you trying to make America great again, you got to add this little native spice. And this way everybody leading to. Anyway, not that Arab. We going to settle with it for a little bit. But I don't know, white man, why y'all be lying so much to everybody. Y'all know them Arabs over there. White man, tell them the truth. Tell Remick Vimaswamy the truth. I say y'all know your damn Arab. Y'all know y'all done got him and his family for cheap. Some old second, third generation subcontinent shit. Y'all know y'all been getting motherfuckers for cheap for a long time. Y'all know he ain't nobody different. Y'all know he's some Arab, call him anything. Y'all know the fucking Indian. Y'all know the fucking Indian from India. Y'all know that. Y'all stop playing around. Even though Indian mean North America Indian though, but y'all know y'all blending in migration, democratic, anti-Kamala, Mortal Kombat rating game. Y'all be doing this. Y'all know that little game y'all be doing. Oh, it's cold too. It's cold. You like fuck around and lose your whole history, language, and everything. Don't know what you is. Call yourself white or black. Cold with it. God damn, they cold with it. Real shit. But James, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta know what the hell going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's about spiritually raising yourself. So at this point, do you like this soil? I don't give a fuck if you FBA or damn Aboriginal, Pan-African, however the case may be. Bitch, it seemed like y'all love America. So if you like this soil, first respect grandma. The natural native spiritual system. So even if you got to watch me, get out your ego. Now, when we all got to come together and things of that nature, what we doing? What we all doing? Is we making America look good? We making grandma look good or not? We gonna make grandma look good or not? Even if we gotta go to war. Is we strong enough or we got wet cotton ball knuckle caps? I'm saying, what we doing? Or does we want a bitch? Which one? You got the thoughts of a woman. And no further than that, this and no further than that. Real shit. Which one? What we about to do? We gotta make America look good. Ain't no way we about to be hearing in the world the highest technology or something, just that or third. China, just that or third. China just did this. Japan just did that. What America just do? Besides just vote. What else we just do? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Is we waking the minds up in the world? Okay, let's say that then. Is we harder technology? Okay, let's show that then. Do we got the hardest sports people? Okay, let's show that then. Do we got the hardest way of politics and handling business? Okay, let's show that then. You know what I'm saying? Or what we doing? What the fuck we doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't let fucking content creator take over there. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. The fuck we doing in America? The fuck we doing over here? Now y'all done took over. Let's play ball. Don't take over, get lazy, get weak, and then you just took over this for China man to run the world. Come on now. White man, don't come over here in America slaughtering and getting rid of Native Americans and making all your help weak. And now you just put yourself in a situation China man can take over. Come on now. I know you ain't just do that, white man. I know you didn't. I know this ain't what we about to be going through. Now what the hell? I know the white man ain't just come do all this genocide, get rid of all the natives, make its own help feel like they ain't worth nothing and things of that nature, just for you to get lazy. Now China man get ready to take on the world. I know you ain't just fuck up everything for everybody. I know you just didn't do that. White man, I know you didn't just do that. Get your ass up. Where's that son of liberty spirit? Fuck that damn Luigi psyop. Let's create some psyops about how America the coldest and we might not need China as much no more. You know what I'm saying? How America the coldest. We might not need Africa and Arab shit no more that much. You know what I'm saying? How we got the new silhouettes on all the tennis shoes. How we got all the new goddamn tags and our name was on it. It was made here. Where's our manufacturing companies? Can't nobody dress better than us. We just don't own none of the manufacturing companies. We putting together all this good shit from other countries. We can put together the good shit and make the shit too. What we doing? And sometimes it be looking like the white man be stopping it. It seems like when we be doing our shit, like how the natives did it and how African Americans did it with the Car Kanai and shit like that, we can only get so far. White man stop us. AKA, we the white man help. White man keep stopping us, keep stopping it. The North American Indians, the African Americans, the Puerto Rican, the Mexican. You keep stopping us and shit. We can't do the good drug pharmacy. You don't want to let us do. You don't want to blend our way of doing it with that, the clothing and shit like that. Yet you keep letting China man do everything. That you want to complain for us to vote for you all the time. Come on, man, we fucking up. Fucking up, man. That's phony. You know what I'm saying? I need some more tissue. Wake your ass up too. Y'all don't be monkeys all the time. For real. Sitting there wasting fucking time. We could have then took over the whole goddamn clothing manufacturing thing already. Y'all wasting time trying to figure out did we come from monkey still or not. Man, China man don't give a fuck about that. China man still look like a damn shaved monkey. A rich one at that. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta get to that motherfucker level. What the hell y'all on and shit like that? We could have been ran a whole manufacturing corporation company of clothing. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Make all them. Once upon a time, you came over here to North America, bitch. We manufactured furs. We manufactured leathers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had some weak ass polyester shit and things of that nature and the goddamn kitchen grandma cloths and shit. We had leathers and furs. You're like, how y'all get that leather and shit? You know, bear skin. Deer skin, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how we getting this leather and shit. You know what I'm saying? Deer skin, leather and shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bargain exchange and shit like that. White man came over here, fucked with us a little bit, destroyed us. 300 years, got lazy. China man running all the goddamn clothes. Now, how that happen? White man, fuck it up now. You fuck it up now. You fucking shit up now. Let's get back on track. Don't forget how you was coming over here on a goddamn boat and shit like that. You was getting some good old clothing. To be up there in New York City before it was New York and it was just Manhattan and shit like that where you thought it was Turtle Island because that's how the long houses was set up and shit like that because the whole world was a house to us. Everybody brothers and sisters in this big house. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. We in big house. We in Big Mama's house. That's where that come from. Native American shit, bitch. Shit, we welcome you in this motherfucking shit. You come fuck shit up, get lazy. I said they got a hard time getting your help again because you didn't fucked us up. You didn't destroy the natives and treated African Americans all bad, made Puerto Ricans confused, and then made Mexicans extreme drug dealers. Now all your help is phony. Now all of us got wet cotton ball knuckle caps along with you. You always dragging motherfuckers to hell. Stop motivating everybody to follow you to hell. God damn. Now America, whore Babylon, going to hell. America going to hell because white man got lazy and abused all his help. That's literally what we going through right now. White man lazy and white man abused all his help. Now China man got all this king shit. I said king shit together shit. Man, y'all fucked everything up. Damn. Man, fuck y'all. But grandmama gave me that chain. And enough of that. It's Friday. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. Enough of that. Everybody get ready to get laid off. Nobody get ready to have a job. I said, that damn way. Stop fucking shit up. Stop fucking shit up. Fucking America up. God damn. There's some real shit we going through right now. I'm saying our minds fucked up. But not telling us no goddamn shit about no floating drones no more and shit like that. We might not even care. Goddamn it, we going through so much other goddamn shit. I'm saying real shit. Might end up liking it or something like that. Like, damn, why it ain't do nothing? I was like, yo, we go through other shit. We trying to get out of our misery and shit. Y'all bringing us all this toxic shit and fucked us all up and made us handicapped. Now we all got wet cotton ball knuckle caps. Then when the fight count, we can't fight. I said when the fight counts, we can't fight. We can't even think straight. Oh, better than that. We can't even think straight. Person don't even want to get no job right now without starting thinking about other shit. Oh, I don't want that job because I just woke up out of Jesus doing a backflip on Mount Sinai River. Oh, shit. Everybody get ready to be lost now. I said the whole wrong motivation now. I'm saying we got to change this shit. Get America strong again. The fight is inside of you. It's your animality. It's your animality. Bitch, it's your animality. Don't forget we dragons, bitch. Dragoons, bitch. I'm saying don't forget you got that 6-pointed thought too. You can look at situations well-rounded and shit. If you look at it well-rounded, y'all wouldn't even be crying about motherfucking hip-hop right now. Y'all be looking at situations like, okay, though, I shouldn't cry. Let me shut my motherfucking mouth and let me not open it until I get the ground bases done, aka own some minute. Then when you start talking and then somebody want to say something to you, you start talking real good about how you own something and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Then you straight. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you'll know everybody else is talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The cat piss. Then at that point, you know talk is cheap. Because everybody talking about they created something broke, and what they talking about is cheap. They ain't talking about nothing they about to make no money off of. So do you want to be a part of that or not? You know what I'm saying? You got to think. Talk is cheap. You know what I'm saying? You shut your fucking mouth and get some back pockety energy in and shit like that. Then you start talking and shit like that because you talking big money now. And anybody else start talking about, well, I did this. I started this first and shit like that. You can look at them like you ain't talking about no money, though. So motherfuck you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? You talking cheap. What you talking about? I don't give a fuck what you started. I'm getting ready to get paid off what you think you started, bitch. Oh, better than that. And if y'all know how to grow up like that, you fucking retarded. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all get ready to pull up at each other's houses and shit and crash out. That's what y'all get ready to do. It's gonna lead from hip hop to ethnicity to religion to just Jesus fighting Muhammad in y'all mind again. And y'all pulling up, get ready to crash out and be jihad. And that's it. That in y'all local environments. That's it. Don't need nowhere else. All y'all debates sound like the end of a dice game. 7 minutes in. Never fail. Never fails. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta peep game. Y'all can't be too flunkety out in the world, but y'all gotta get on some shit. And I'm healing y'all right now. Y'all getting this real good knowledge from the medicine man. Cause I see stuff that y'all don't see. And I've been seeing stuff that y'all don't see. I told y'all about this omnicity war getting ready to happen before it happened. When I start seeing the spark happen after Kamala lost, but the reminiscences of that energy that they was pushing, that energy is still there. And it gotta go somewhere. So, but since they're not pushing it no more, it's going to just get transmuted into what everybody else is already distracted with. So the same energy got transmuted through the lens of what everybody was distracted with. And then when everybody started to express what they're distracted with, that energy came with it. Then it turned into ethnicity wars towards what people is distracted with. So we got ethnicity wars and who created hip hop now, ethnicity wars and who was somewhere first and built what first that they don't know what was there, and all kinds of this retardation and shit. And I told y'all, monkey asses. I tell y'all this. I'm always in the holy, holy, holy. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm seeing this essence stimulate. Then I just sit back and watch. Then it goes into the holy, holy from the holy, holy, holies. It goes to the second one. It leads from that timing to the meaning, and it's about to start being in the essence and the atmosphere. Go to the astrology. Go to the holy, holy. So then I'm like, oh shit, mama got it. And then mama start giving me the wisdom of how this quality is being nurtured. And sometimes that's a seed that don't need to grow. But once it's a seed and it's in mama womb, it's going to grow. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of children that ain't really, I don't like to look at them like they mama's children because y'all retarded. Y'all just go off negative stuff. So y'all like bastards. Y'all coming from the underworld or something like that. But for the most part, that's how the native look at it. When some energy that everybody's supposed to be aware of, they're not aware of it, and they let it control them. They let it attack them. They let it absorb them and play out. And we all supposed to be practitioners of what's coming in mama's world to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? From that aspect, the clean up quality, everything has a holy, holy, holy concept. Don't just look at everything from the anatomy, holy. Look at the anatomy when you see it first, then go to the holy, holy. The character of it, then go to the holy, holy, holy. The essence. So when you even see you need to clean your ass at times because you can stink, that's holy. Then you take that in the world. There's things, your land, your yard you need to clean because that comes with a mechanism. Also, right? You have to stay in whatever became trashy. It's a cycle, and if cycles become clean, you have to act that out in your holy. So you have to make something clean. It's not going to become clean on its own, right? Or there's an order that you could put up with the holy, holy based upon how the seasons play out, like when it comes to using the bathroom outside and stuff like that, right? Then there's the essence of what's clean in general, the holy, 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 right? And then that's when you start to understand the essence of what it means. So that just means to separate something or don't allow one energy to mix in with another energy, because from that space, holy, holy, holy is just the essence. So it ain't right or wrong or this or that. It's where things coming from. So you know what makes something dirty in general. It's not that dirt is dirty and you having a white t-shirt is clean. It's just when two objects that probably don't belong with each other mix. You dirty something up. You make something more cloudy, foggy, less clairvoyance, or whatever the case may be. So dirt and a shirt is just two objects, but based upon y'all synthetic world that y'all live in, you would consider something being dirty based upon just like something being wet. But we know water is not wet. When an object that's not water has water on it, that's what we're calling wet. So when something is something else other than something else that you may appreciate more, and that something else get on that other thing that you appreciate, this is what you're calling dirty. So when you take that to the holy, 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 right? This is just clouding your judgment. When you have one mentality that's supposed to be that you're supposed to be clear on, but then you start over exaggerating or you start adding guilt or whatever, you dirty up from the holy, holy, holy. And the holy ones is supposed to teach you not to do that. So if you don't get messages from the holy ones, you're not having this frame of thought. You get it? When you get messages from the holy ones and you're getting raised up, you have holy one observation. So from the holy one's position, you can perceive the lens of the world from that. And if you want to break it down and teach someone it down here, we can use terms like the eagle eye and things of that nature, right? Because that'd be representations in anatomy, even if we're doing sign language. And I'm just saying things to you, but I'm pointing at a bird and I'm saying, so that'd be, I'm pointing at a bird, vibrating in the mind of a bird of how a bird communicate for my own perspective. You see what I'm saying? And when you see that, when I do that, right? That's when I do that, right? It's almost like a weak choppy how we create the star concept, or it's like a star emanation or a piece of the atmosphere. Even if I'm not looking at a bird, you supposed to take that as, oh, a bird can see things I can't see because it's at a higher um distance than me. It's in a higher position than me. It's at a mountaintop, so it can see things that I can't see. So if I can imagine seeing things from a bird eye view, that's the holy. Then you start to understand those characteristics even when the bird ain't there. But you can imagine if you was a bird, you could see these certain areas from that point of view. That's the holy holy, the character. Then you get into the essence, what it means to fly, aka something has to be light. That'd be the concept of the feather, right? You made yourself spiritually light. So if you're wearing a feather other than someone else in the tribe, that means you're in a different order than that person, and you may have more control because this person in a situation may react and respond more devastating because they're not light enough internally. Their spirits still have a collection of thoughts and feelings from just the one holy, their anemone, that they haven't got up out of yet to expand out of that cocoon to become a greater butterfly in that next layer, so the external world ain't affecting them as much. And when you stay in a lighter stage, you're able to look and handle a situation better and look at a situation better and be more well-rounded, other than being rooted into a bias or what would you do, or just purely reacting to the situation and thinking that the response based off reaction is the full totality of survival, and not having full control of the situation even when you're in a situation that may be danger or survival. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you kind of understand what you're doing and being a practitioner and things of that nature, to the point that you won't fall short, and you'll be able to raise someone else up when you know that they're making mistakes within the lens of these energies and stuff like that. But for the most part, once you understand that from the anatomy, holy, that'd be pointing to a bird. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Then that'd go to holy, holy. That'd be motherfucking you understanding the character. Even if that bird ain't there, you will know that there's things you can see from that point of view. If you was a bird, then holy, 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 the essence of that, being light. So when you're always in a light situation, dude, you wear the feather. So when you're in situations, you play out as the bird amongst the tribe, or when we're handling circumstances and situations, or when a person may be depressed, you got the right thing to say or the right story to tell that'll put this person in a lighter stage and it's within them, make their spirit feel lighter. So you gave them the light. So I'm saying? So that's what that means on that aspect. But these is this. So when you're in that type of situation, you're able to point something out that another person can't see. So you are the seer. You can see things that the common man can't see. So it'll just be an aspect of the ego eye without necessarily worshiping an animal or a bird, but just giving it a meaning, not a belief. So that's animism. You know what I'm saying? Giving it a meaning. Everything has a spirit. So the spirit takes you to that space. Then you're able to understand the essence, aka the sentiment, that develops and becomes the character, the feminine, the internal, that get externalized and becomes the expression, the masculine. And therefore we can give it any kind of name, because the expression going to be the thought, the character going to be the feeling, the emotion, and the sentiment is going to be that spiritual space and observation to develop that mind, emotion, thought, character, and that expression, what they choose to do with it to show it externally once they use white or light magic. So you're from your equilibrium perspective, your spirit, your individual space, which is your soul. Then you become a practitioner. You create a mind, and that's like a tool. And then for the most part, it plays out as the character. Then the character bends in and becomes the expression. So the character is the mood, the emotion. So that's going to be your black or your dark magic. And then it gets transmuted outwardly, right? And that collection of light together, you separate it and show only what you want to show. And then that becomes external or light or white magic and things of that nature. So darkness is always a collection of light. But when you don't understand how to piece it out and separate it and look at the rainbow children, indigo, you know what I'm saying? Then for the most part, you end up being in your own darkness, thinking that you're the brightest thing in it, but everybody outside of you see you as you're being in a darkness. You're cloudy. You're only able to see what you want to see, and inside of you, you only piecing out what you want to see and you think is bright, but it's you using one light for another light for another light, one desire and thought for another desire and thought. If you want to look at it like chakra, the throat chakra for the heart chakra, using the heart chakra for the crown chakra, and use the crown chakra for the root chakra. So you talking too much about yourself, only loving yourself and loving your own thoughts and only caring about your own desires and your passions and your own travels and wisdom, to the point your spiritual space has no room for no one else in it also. You see what I'm saying? So this is where you become, coming to the underworld. And once you're in the underworld, you're just deeply beneath in all your cloth and clothings. And your cloths and clothings and fig leaves is very negative and sheltered. And, anytime it gets separate energy from another light force and things of that nature, you resent it. You know what I'm saying? So this would be people you see in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, even get, good people in their life and things of that nature, but still create toxicity and create resentment and stuff, or feel undeserving a lot of times, right? It comes from being in that space. So a person could create their own hell and things of that nature. So y'all got to keep that in mind too. But yeah, this is just helping everybody understand like layers and stuff like that. I just wanted to drop this after the New Year's, around January 7th and stuff like that too. Even all these current videos and stuff is getting ready, and I'm gonna start going harder on Patreon. But all these current videos going on Patreon too, because I'm putting my page in reevaluation, so I could put it back in reevaluation January 7th. So to see if they allow it to get remonetized, or whatever the case may be. So that's going to be on there. Then I'm go back to also dropping flight tarot card readings and stuff like that on the Archangel Uriel page, and pre-recorded videos and stuff like that on the Mastic Lodge, the Native Mastic Lodge page, and things of that nature. Then all the new rituals and spells for, this ain't a new year, but coming to this New Year's and motherfucking as far as springtime and stuff like that, and how things are going to be conducted, and actual plans and things of that nature too, and as far as resort events and things of that nature, all that's going to be conducted on Patreon. So, but that's, I'm going to keep this live stream short, and I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all stay spiritually protected. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy y'all little time. A lot of y'all going out to get drunk and things of that nature. But, so, just stay spiritually protected and keep these things in mind, and we're going to make America great again by making it native again. Flight boss, bitch, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. That's it.